Hi, welcome back to the channel. Saturday the 20th of July 2024, back at Bramley Moore Dock, home of Everton's new stadium. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Just someone asked me if I could put what time it's actually being recorded, so there you go. Yeah, just to take a sort of weekend look around where I can just get a bit closer than normal, because there's usually next to no workers about, and say certainly not at this time. So I'm going to start over in the stadium bowl. A lot more tubing and equipment. So I'm starting with the pitch. I'm just looking to see if that pipe is actually in, or just looks like it's laying on the top, whether that means there's other layers going in over it, or it will be buried in. I don't know. Now, I believe it appears this black pipe is the drainage and the under pitch heating. It's like as far as I understand it, it's almost like a vacuum for drainage, and then like a blower for the under pitch heating when it's needed. I'm sure there's a better way of explaining it. That was kind of the way I understood it. Say that certainly that thinner pipe is beginning to go all the way around. So I'll do a general slow sweep of the stands. We are generally looking quite complete with seats. Still the odd section that needs them clipping in. I was asked to take a look at, I think it must be these, it was a missing row. If there was any obvious reason. Apart from that, it used to be called a Youngman board back in the day when I was still building. That's laying there with stuff on. There's nothing obvious to why that is out like that. A Bosch almost looks like a Hoover, some sort. So I'll just carry around the. It's almost the same corner of seats on the south east is missing on the southwest. And still those few at the back there is a scaffold under there, which would explain that bit. So maybe it's just perhaps that scaffold has got to move round or has already been round. Right, we'll get high. Have a look at this west stand.
Max altitude reached.
Back a bit. So as far as barrel arch cladding goes, what's the 1, 2, 18 pieces left, I think, if that's right. And there is, I can see someone on the roof and a couple of people there. Someone going up the cherry picker. So quite possible that will be done today, certainly Monday, or possibly by over this weekend. So I think we've got 4 days before it's expected to see this being dug out. See, I can see someone round them sections of barrel arch. So obviously there is some going on today. I'm saying it's just 7 o'clock, so they will only just be starting for the day. I should be able to go right round to the south. Take a look at the solar panels. Not quite half done. Not a million miles away though. So if that is the center, which I think it is, yeah, so I'll just, that's it. There you go, you can see it's not far off halfway. See more tree parts. There you can see that full curve. Now it was asked about end cappings on there. Apparently there's been none shown on the plans. So don't really know at the moment. So it does look like it could do with something, but I'd say I'm no expert. There's not been much change with these for the wind baffles, I think they're called. See, there's difference in gaps, but then it looks like there will be something going there, which would make the doesn't actually, if that was in the middle, the gaps between them does still look a lot different than that gap there and then that one there. So that'd be interesting to see what happens with them. They're certainly not uniform. So it's looking like I see workers coming onto site. So out on this east, you can now see the shuttering for the second. I think it's classed as a bench. It's going to have the bright blue tiles on. It's making up a difference in levels. So that's the one on this side that matches. So which is going to say it's going to be done in a lot brighter blue tiles. I'll just move down so I can move nearer. Take a look along this plaza. I don't think there's a great deal of change to zoom in on many things. See, there's obviously some work going on here. All the trees look in there now. I haven't gone to the wall for a while to see if the scaffolding's gone. That one's done. Looking at the top of that one. The second one doesn't look like it will be too far away. I'm going to go around this north just to take a look at this edging again, where I can get close around this side. So I don't think there's a great deal to see different anywhere else around here. I can come in close around this side. But nice good view of the drone, and I say signal wise it's a lot easier. So let's really zoom in. So there you go. It certainly does give a bit of an unfinished impression, but we are zooming in really close, and the reality is from probably a further distance away it doesn't look completely like that. Still quite a bit of that to do still on this side. Hasn't really moved there for a while. Just going to zoom in on the sort of gully. How much muck etc. is sort of built up in there already. Then see they've still got equipment and all sorts laying in there, so it's not going to work at its best. Looks like a lot of the safety nettings come off. They look like they are working on these cover strips. So we'll leave it there, since it's ended up quite a long video. I'll go back from here, give a different view than I normally do. So yeah, that's my sort of slow close-up look round for this weekend. Hope you've all enjoyed that. If you can like, share and subscribe, it is appreciated. And I will look forward to seeing you probably on Monday.